The merrier.
I just want to share a story with you, actually. I just want to share a story with you, actually.
This gathering starts calmly, but within seconds the mood takes a dramatic turn. One woman steps forward expecting to simply tell her story, then becomes visibly emotional as she describes her fears for her daughter and the future of her community. From here, the speech moves far beyond one family and into a heated debate about immigration, public safety, and political responsibility. Listen closely because the strongest moments aren't just the words being spoken, they're the reactions from the crowd. Applause, shouting, laughter, and tears all become part of the story. But as the claims become broader and more serious, there's an important question. Where does personal experience end and where do claims that require evidence begin? Stay with it because the next few minutes get considerably more intense.
We have lived here for 40-ish years now. My daughter spends a lot of time in Ambrosden with my parents, and it makes me emotional because things are going to change and people don't understand how. I grew up in that village and I want my daughter to be able to grow up like I did, and she won't be able to, and that's the simple fact. People can bury their heads in the sand and they can think that all of these people that are coming over are wonderful people, and I'm sure that some of them just want a better life, and for them, I commend them for making the trip. Come over and make a better life. But we all know, because we see it in the media every single day, we see it, and I will get back to my story, but we see it on the other groups with people who are living this nightmare already in Wethersfield, in Barnham. There are parts of their towns that are no-go areas because the illegal migrants are making people feel unsafe. There are assaults. As a woman, it's hard enough to walk down the street of an evening anyway. We have enough to deal with as a woman from people that want to do things to us anyway. Why are we adding fuel to the fire? And as a woman, no man in government will ever understand what it feels like to walk down the street and be scared and think, I'm not going to get home tonight. Nobody, as a man, will understand what it feels like to get in a taxi and have to put your live location on so that your friends know where you are and know that you made it home. Has any man here ever had to do that?
Nope.
No. And we're adding fuel to the fire because these people do treat women differently. They think that it's well documented. They don't like the way that we dress. They don't think we dress modestly. We're fair game. There will be men coming over here and committing crime, and it's a simple fact. And I am scared for that, and I'm scared for my daughter. My daughter, as I said, spends a lot of time with my parents in Ambrosden because I know she's safe there. She goes to the park with my mum. She walks her dog in the woods with my mum. The other day she went blackberry picking with my dad, a little tradition that they've started since she was little. She went blackberry picking down various different little rural paths in the village. And I thought to myself as I was driving home, how sad, because that tradition's probably going to end now. She's not going to be able to go blackberry picking with my dad anymore and make jam because it's probably not going to be safe. What a sad, sad situation we're in. This is our children's future that the government are playing with.
Yep.
And we need to stand up and we need to say no. They need to get control of our borders. Andy Burnham's not going to do it. He's not even interested. He hasn't even acknowledged what we're saying.
He's a moron.
We have to get the message out there. So many people in this town are burying their heads in the sand. They need to give their little rose-coloured glasses a little clean. They need to get their head up and they need to look.
This is the moment where the speech shifts from a personal story into a much broader political argument. The speaker is describing something very relatable on a human level. A parent wanting her child to feel safe and enjoy the same freedoms she experienced growing up. But then the argument expands into claims about immigration, sexual violence, and public safety. Those claims are much more complicated and cannot be established simply through personal experience or media reports. Notice the crowd's response when she becomes emotional. The applause and shouting show that the message is resonating strongly with people around her. That doesn't automatically prove or disprove the claims being made. It tells us something about the atmosphere and the audience's reaction. So what do you think? Is this primarily a personal safety concern, a political protest, or a combination of both?
Anybody else?
Go ahead, have a word. I'll have a word.
Yeah, go for it. Go for it.
I'll keep it clean, don't worry. So again, thanks for coming out, everybody. This is your town, pretty, innit? Got all the small businesses. So you know it's a nice place. This place has been built to this place over 1,000 years from our ancestors. You know, I'm from Coventry. It's always been multicultural in Coventry. But even now I walk around and I feel sad because I can feel the difference of demographic change there. I'm becoming a stranger in my own town, and will that happen here? Potentially, yes. It's not just the initial wave you need to worry about. Some will get indefinite leave to remain. Then they're able to bring over their family members. What's the place going to be like in 10 years if you don't stand up and say no? It will not be the same place. Many towns have gone downhill because of this. It's shocking. You've worked your backsides off to live in a place like this. And I said it before, so stand up to this and hope not eight. This is the Shire, and they are about to let the Yorks in, and we need to stop it. You know, some of these people will all be nice people, but unfortunately, some of them will not be. The representation amounts when it comes to crimes and stuff are off through the roof. I cover this. Some of the lads I'm with, we cover this. And it's not good. Go and look at Denmark and Germany, the stats they're putting out with the Afghans, the Somalians, the Eritreans, when it comes to percentages of certain crimes. That's the government saying it. So when our government's saying this isn't a problem, they are lying to you. They are lying to you. And also, this is our country. This is where our ancestors brought. This is our one and only homeland. We shouldn't have to give it away to people as a big social club. We said no. It's not like they didn't ask us and we haven't asked. In 2016, the main potential Brexit was we want to slow immigration down. 2003, the Ali G movie, I know it sounds stupid, but it was in pop culture then. You can laugh about it all your life, but we've been talking about this for years and years. How much further do we have to go? How much more do the people have to get upset? They better come with a political solution as soon as well, because once the talking stops, that's what I'm afraid of. And it isn't about me, it isn't about us, it's about young men like him. I've got a 3-year-old grandson. We are projected by the time my grandson's my age to be a demographic minority in this country. And that is fearful for me, because will we be a light minority if that becomes the case? I'm unsure. And we have to keep places like this safe for our children. You know, the reason we're full of white people here is because we do white flight from the cities. Where are you going to flight to after this? There isn't anywhere. You've come to the end of the road when it comes to a nice little lovely English town to live in. So hopefully you can keep standing up and they'll change their mind. And hopefully by then they'll start sending people back. That would be ideal. But keep standing up, people, and thanks for turning up. Big up your chest.
Hi guys, just a quick one. We've come up to support you guys. We're from Wolverhampton. Bit of a trip,
Now the argument becomes even broader. The second speaker moves from local identity and demographic change into predictions about what the town could look like years from now, followed by claims about crime statistics in other European countries. This is an important point for viewers because there are several different arguments being mixed together: immigration policy, demographic change, crime statistics, cultural integration, and political representation. Each one involves different evidence and different questions. A statistic from another country, for example, needs context before it can tell us what will happen in this particular town. And notice the language becoming increasingly confrontational, including the comparison to orcs. That's no longer simply a discussion of policy, it changes the tone of the entire argument. Do you think language like that strengthens a political message, or does it make constructive debate harder? The crowd's applause tells us that, at least here, the rhetoric is landing.
ladies and gentlemen, please, God, don't let it happen to you what's happened to us. 6 years we've had this. The council's against us, our 3 MPs. This is them wonderful people in the House of Parliament voted for banning any inquiry into the rape gangs. Our 3 MPs. Abortion till birth and the end of life. This is the calibre of people we've got in this country now. All of a sudden they go into Parliament and they've got a few bob and they've become millionaires. What's that all about? You're paying for it. And we have to keep together as a people to make this country safe for our future generations. I've got 2 grandchildren. The one came into me the other day and said, "Grandad, I've had to put a fingerprint for my dinner." What the hell is going on? We have to stand together as a nation. Get everything else. People come here because they want to be like us, fair enough, but they don't integrate. They colonise. We've got it in Wolverhampton. God bless him and God help all of you. I tell you, I hope he doesn't come here.
And that's where this footage ends. What we've seen is a politically charged public gathering where several speakers expressed concerns about immigration, crime, cultural change, government policy, and the safety of future generations. The strongest moments came from personal stories and the emotional reactions of the crowd, while many of the broader claims, particularly those involving crime rates, political votes, demographic projections, and specific communities, would require independent verification before being treated as established facts. There's also a clear escalation in rhetoric as the speeches continue, moving from personal concerns toward increasingly sweeping statements about groups of people. That's ultimately the key takeaway. Public safety and immigration policy can be debated seriously, but evidence matters, and criticism of policy should not automatically become assumptions about every individual within a particular group. What did you think of the speaker's arguments and the crowd's reaction? If you found this breakdown as intense as we did, hit that like button, share your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more real-life footage breakdowns.